Wait, do you ever get disappointed when you're showing someone something for the first time and you really want them to get it? And
No,
they
not
don't?
at all. I think
Yes.
Oh.
Matt knew exactly where I was
Absolutely.
going with that question.
I'm clearly an Eeyore.
I'm probably Rue.
I'm a Christopher Robin with a poo rising.
And then I get in a canoe and I'm like, Clairs don't like canoes.
No, they don't.
I'm afraid of this lake.
That's exactly what it was.
Ow.
It was a beautiful moment in our friendship. I was
literally in the middle of getting her up and down the
Pathetic.
stairs. Ow. I was like, I'm trying to get my hair done. I'm like, God.
I don't think that's an accurate representation of my owl.
Well, you were in such pain you couldn't see clearly. So,
Trauma.
Thank you for listening to the Last Will podcast. I'm Matt Young. I'm a theater educator and a parent. And ever since I lost my father to cancer, I have been mildly obsessed with death. This is my last will and testament. Victor Hugo once said, "Superstition is to religion what astrology is to astronomy. The mad daughter of a wise mother." Guess what? We're going to have some fun today, and we're going to talk about superstitions. Coming at you on Mondays now. I hope you enjoy. Now it is rolling.
Grady's sleeping.
Is that the way he looks when he sleeps?
His mouth looks like like Jaws. His mouth looks like
yeah.
a shark's mouth.
He definitely has a shark mouth.
Wow, that's so amazing. It's a compliment, Grady.
Yeah, why are
He
you
just
looking
woke
at
up.
it as a non-compliment? Or
I haven't
what we
said-
call an insult?
I haven't said anything. You're all just, you think you're so intuitive.
I can see everything in your face without you having to say a word.
Yeah.
Really, can you?
Yeah, because you're a good
Open
actor.
Can you?
book.
Well, I'm very happy right now.
You think you
No, you're
mask,
not.
but we know. Open book. Grady the open book.
It's so amazing that you can like really see what's going on in someone just by their face.
Things
Yes.
the things
It
you
is
can,
pretty amazing.
Yeah, things
Like
you can
he-
tell just by looking at her.
Like you don't need
Is
to
that a title
say
for something?
anything
It was
to
actually,
understand.
That was a movie, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
What is it
Things
called?
you can tell just by looking at her. I think it was nominated for Best Picture that year.
No, that can't be a movie. That sounds like a book.
No, it's a movie.
Is it a movie? We're going to find this out. Welcome to the Last Will podcast.
Hi everyone, good morning.
Good morning.
It's Sunday.
Yay.
He's so mad at me.
I think, and I didn't even discuss this with the two of you, but I think our release day is switching from Wednesday to Monday. We are going to come at people at the beginning of the week
That's great.
because I think it gives people a greater chance to kind of download our show and then listen to it during the week
I
whenever
like
they
that.
can, as
I
opposed to
love
a
that.
midweek surprise.
So that means that after we
This
leave,
movie-
you have to make this happen right away.
Yes, I have to make it happen right away while I'm still at the
Actually,
mic.
that's a good thing for you too,
I think it'll be
because
helpful.
you don't have to. You do it while the iron's hot, right?
Yeah.
So basically,
I
This
can
is a
remember
movie,
what we
by the
talked
way.
about.
Things you can tell just by looking at her. 2000. Glenn Close, Holly Hunter, Cameron Diaz, Calista Flockhart, Kathy Baker, Amy Brennan,
I like Kathy Baker.
Liza Minnelli.
Give us a synopsis, please.
Sure. Or the overview, as they say, Matt.
Oh, not a synopsis.
In California, a group of
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
I was
You're
interested in see
a
where
group
the
of women struggle with personal problems as their pasts intertwine in unexpected ways. Dr. Elaine Keener, Glenn Close.
Get you emotional.
I said I wouldn't.
Didn't know she went to med school.
into the mic, Grady, into the mic.
She's the sole
you, Claire.
she's the sole caretaker for her aging mother. She turns to tarot card reader Christine Cameron Diaz, which we all knew she could
Yeah, we all knew
read
she
the
could turn
cards for
tarots.
spiritual aid. Christine grapples with her own angst due to her lover's debilitating illness and IBS.
I don't think
Meanwhile,
he has IBS. I think you added that.
Meanwhile, a bank manager, Holly Hunter.
That's the only way you can say Holly Hunter's name.
Holly Hunter?
Holly Hunter.
Yeah. Whoever was doing the commentary on the last night on the diving, it sounded like a combination of Holly Hunter and Patty Hogg from
You had
Amy
me at Holly Hunter.
Sedaris.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I just don't know why I have to wait. I gotta get it. Hold on.
Is he still in his accent from reading that synopsis?
No, he went Holly Hunter on us.
Oh, I lost that. I don't even know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
he didn't know what he was saying, and then he said Holly Hunter, and then he went into his Holly Hunter.
ADHD. ADHD.
Holly Hunter would have made a terrific Clarice Starling.
I just think that.
Starling.
I just think it'd be best if you were
Starlet.
maybe not
No.
here for Christmas. I can't get her today.
You're in the ballpark.
I have
if
no
you
idea
said,
who this
"Guess
person
we're
is."
Doing Holly Hunter? You don't know Holly Hunter?
No, let
Yeah,
me look
you
her
do.
up.
Yes, you do.
goodness.
You know her voice very
Aw.
distinctly.
Broadcast
Twister's
News is
actually
one of the
just-
In The
great
Incredibles,
movies of all
she's the
time.
mom in The Incredibles.
That's true too.
But that's a cartoon.
Yeah, but we're talking about her voice.
Her voice is just very distinct.
Okay, let me see.
She almost got that.
A
The
little
lambs
bit.
were
A little bit.
screaming.
Yeah, I don't know why you're
A
so
little bit of
upset
the-
about
the
all
Jodie
this.
Foster
Yeah,
there,
yeah, a little
just
bit of
a little
Jodie.
bit.
Well, last night I fell asleep and I woke up with my headphones in, and
glad
I've
to
been
hear
watching roundtable discussions with
You were on YouTube, huh?
theater people, right?
Yes, yes.
And I woke up and pleasantly surprised to see Brie Larson, Jodie Foster, Nicole Kidman, Naomi Watts. Lovely.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I
I saw that. That's a pretty new one.
brand new,
Yeah,
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 and
yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
And also Sophia Vergara,
Jen Aniston too. I
Jen
think.
Aniston, yes.
Jen Aniston.
We're close.
And
You
you
know.
know what's so funny about Jennifer Aniston? And I love what she said. She was so because Sophia Vergara didn't get into any. Not Sophia Vergara. Why am I saying that?
No, it was her.
Okay.
Sofia Vergara.
Was saying because she didn't get into this until later.
Yeah,
Modern
yeah.
Family's the only thing she had done, and people want to pigeonhole her. And so Jennifer Aniston was just saying, but it's always like that. You come back to a project, and I think I do this a lot. I'm sure we all probably do. And there's a superstition around it too that you come back to the project, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God, I've done this for so long, but here's the script in front of me, and how is this? I don't know how to. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it was one of them said, like, just so you know, none of us know what we're doing at all.
Yeah, yeah. No,
and so not knowing, taking the ego out of it and just going, well, I guess, okay.
I just listened to a podcast that had Woody Harrelson and Laura Dern on it, and they said the same thing. They were Woody Harrelson had come back to it. He's like, I don't think I remember what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm going to call my friend Laura Dern because she always knows. And I think she said something to the same extent. Like we're always.
I don't know what I'm
continuing
doing
to-
either.
Yeah. Anyways, so today we have decided that we're going to talk about superstitions.
Oh my God. I almost said suspicion.
Look how pretty your hair
Suspicions.
looks.
Thanks, I'm brushing my hair.
That's why she doesn't need a wig when she plays a part. Let's not put Claire in wigs. All right, people? For those of you listening out there, even though you think you want to do that, don't do it.
It's so funny. I think like the last 2 shows I did in the particular theater,
You're
like
looking great today, Claire, by the way.
thanks. Oh, you know, when I played the lead in that one show, they didn't give me a wig.
I feel like I have,
You have to earn
trauma.
the wig. You got to earn the
I think
wig.
I have trauma
You know,
from one of
it's
the
funny
wigs that
because
you
Matt
wore.
has
that's-
wig trauma,
when-
although you had to wear a very, very you beautiful wig for Handel.
But when you're playing that
Different.
role, they all wore wigs, so it's like the wig is the joke, you know. But
Yes.
in the shows that I did, you know, more people talked to me about those wigs than I even remember about wearing them.
That became a show about wigs.
I just felt like
I was wigging out the whole
it
time.
felt like you couldn't move. Otherwise, it was going to fall off your head. Anyway, superstitions. That is today's topic.
Okay.
So let's start at the very beginning.
It's a very good place to start.
Thank you. Superstitions refer to a belief or practice that is considered irrational and is often based on fear of the unknown, belief in magic or the supernatural, or a perceived association between certain actions or events and their outcomes, even when no logical or casual connection exists. Superstitions can vary widely across different cultures and societies, and they often involve rituals, symbols, or taboos believed to bring good luck, ward off evil, or influence future events. Superstitions can impact people's behavior, decisions, and attitudes, even though they are not based on scientific evidence or rational reasoning.
Sounds like AI is biased about superstition.
Oh,
it sounds a bit
wow.
like it's a very
negative
it's a
thing.
very judgy.
Ooh.
I heard the word
explanation.
supernatural, and then everything stopped for me.
Oh wow.
Because you
Because
believe
I'm so
that
obsessed.
it's
I'm so obsessed with the supernatural. I've always had that obsession.
okay.
Still can't believe I don't know I never met Lorraine Warren.
So
Isn't she still around?
No, she passed
died?
away not long
I saw
ago.
her once.
Yeah,
She
you
came
told
in-
me.
Yeah.
So that was. Let's save that for our supernatural episode. I know we did ghosts, but we can go supernatural another time because that's more than ghosts, right? Yes. No. Superstitions. You guys have any superstitions?
Yes,
try-
tons.
I try not to because I try to believe. I try to
They're just stitions for you, then, all right?
like.
Knock wood. Always. Always.
I mean, there's so
Someone
many
said
things
the
that I've.
M word in the theater. Do not say it in this house. Do not.
But it's not supposed. Okay,
I don't
so
care.
Explain.
This is a
explain it
theater.
for those
Okay,
who
I'm
don't
sorry.
understand
Let me chill out. I'm sorry.
the theater superstition, the big theater.
Okay, my ma-
superstition.
I do believe in theater
My-
superstitions. You don't want to fuck with us.
Okay, you can't back. Either they exist or they
Listen,
don't.
I don't hold my breath driving next to a cemetery because I don't
want
care
the
about
spirits-
that.
Oh my
Okay.
God, I don't either because I forget. Now I've got to do that.
So listen,
Shit.
just because you forget,
I'm not
Damn it,
kidding.
Claire.
what happens
Do you
now?
pull your legs up when you go over railroad tracks?
No.
What?
Yes, I pull my feet up over railroad tracks.
What if you're driving?
You can glide. You don't
You-
have to have your foot
you
on the gas or
can-
the brake. At
Okay,
any
here's
point.
the thing. I have done these things. I have not held my breath going next to a cemetery. I have not lifted my feet over railroad tracks because guess what? I never knew about that. Guess what? I'm still here. Stop looking across next to me, Grady, as if there's something in there.
Okay, let's.
That was fucking scary. Woo!
I'm good.
I do believe in.
That's supernatural, all right?
I do believe in the
Superstitious.
ghosts. I'm like, if you guys have a plan, carry it out. Let me know. I'm all into it. Give me a. I want to understand.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's
So-
supernatural again.
I'd like
Wait,
to
let's
Okay.
stick to
speak.
superstitions.
Sorry.
I want to get back to. Okay, say what you got to say, and then I want to get us back to the
No,
theater
then
superstition.
you get us back then.
Theater superstition. Explain what the theater
Okay.
superstition is.
There is a
For
certain
those who don't.
play by William Shakespeare,
What we call the Scottish play.
the Scottish play, and if you say the name of the show inside a theatrical space, it is deemed very, very, very dangerous.
Cursed.
Cursed, yes. Which curse is also supernatural.
Yes, but
And you're supposed to go outside
right. If you say it,
if you say it, and
and this varies a little bit, but this is
some people say you do 3 turns counterclockwise and then you spit how many times on the ground?
3 times, I think.
yeah, like Beetlejuice. You can't say it 3 times. You
No.
can't say the Scottish play 3
And
times.
also the candy person. I don't say that either.
The candy person.
Yeah, candy person.
You won't gender him.
No.
You won't
no.
gender the candy person.
No, because we were in the backstage at Eurydice up there and someone kept saying it into the mirror. I said, you better stop right now.
Did they?
No.
I don't
What?
know-
So
I
where
don't know
where
what
did
you're
the
talking about.
where did the candy person?
I don't know, but I left the room.
Oh, okay. So you're not
I
responsible.
don't know about this one. How do you say it without saying it?
Candy person.
Okay, so there's a man or a woman, right? This
It's-
candy person is male,
Okay.
right? And if you say that name 3 times, he is supposed to appear and bring havoc, wreak havoc. This is for those who.
When you're saying it into a mirror, this happens. Grady, stop looking over
Is it
there.
is it only a mirror?
I'm getting good at that. Yes, you have to say it, and you have to look into your reflection. Then then a portal will open, and the candy person can come in and give you sweets for the sweet.
But it's not really sweets. It's kind of sweets.
No,
It's
it's
not
a
like nerd
Sweet-
lips.
it's a
sweet
it's
death.
an arm that should be an arm, but it's a hook, and that's going to go into your body.
Got it.
Did you just brag about being able to look over somebody's head?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
Grady's,
getting
Grady's-
good at
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm getting good at looking
Grady's
over your head.
looking at the ghosts in your apartment.
Well, at least he's being friendly.
I don't know if he is. That look in his face right now, I don't know if he's being friendly.
Okay, so no, to the ghost, not to you.
No, I
He's being
know.
cruel
I
to
know.
you.
I don't know what Grady's saying to them in his head. So here's my story about the Scottish play.
Okay.
When I didn't know about this until like 7-8 years ago.
Okay.
And I guess I had just gotten away with never saying it in a theater before.
It just never came up.
I guess not. But also, I think it's okay to say it if you're in the play and you're saying
Yes.
the name,
You
like
can-
you
no,
are
you can
performing
say
the
it.
play in rehearsals.
No.
No, you can. If you're doing the play, you can say it.
That's fine for you. Good luck. Check your brakes. I don't know what. I'm not doing anything to them, but don't do it. Just don't do it.
No, you're missing. You're allowed to. Superstition
That's like saying
allows you to
the
do
shark-
it when you're doing the play.
you can't name the shark name when you're in a pool, or it will.
What? I never
I don't
heard
know.
that
I'm
before.
still
You were
alive,
superstitious
so-
as a kid, thinking that the shark was in the
no,
pool.
I'm irrational. I'm not superstitious. I'm irrational.
Oh, that's a
about
different
that.
episode.
Yeah, totally.
Can I finish my
Irrationality.
story?
Yes, please.
So
What else? What is
No,
this?
she's got to tell her Scottish story. play.
It's the Scottish
Story.
play story because I was sitting next to a friend in a dressing room doing a show, and she asked me to do a production of a Shakespeare play that she was doing in her yard that
The
summer.
Scottish play.
But I didn't know what it was. She said, "Can you play like a witch in this play?" And I said, "Sure, that sounds like fun. What's the play?" She was like, "It's kind of like it's like the Scottish play." And I was like, "Oh, what's that?" She shows me a list of characters, and I'm like, "Oh, this sounds a lot like, the show that I think
yeah.
it is." But I didn't say the name, and she didn't say the name, and I was really confused. And so I asked another friend, I was like, "Are you doing this show this summer? Like, I don't really know what it's about or like what it is or where it came from." And that's when she told me,
Yeah.
"You don't say it." And I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't know that all these years, and I got away scot-free."
Nice.
I think.
Well, there's no musical, so it would not have come up in
There is a
conversation.
musical. It's called Anything Goes. It's the translation. They're on a boat.
I would watch that version. I would watch. That
I think.
version.
I think that you would.
I'm not theater superstitious. I
You
You're
don't believe in
not?
the ghost light?
No.
You don't believe in the ghost light or the chandelier falling on your head?
I think it's a great tradition.
Tradition. I was about to say
And
your
I
tradition.
probably believe that all theaters are haunted, but I'm not like superstitious about it. I don't feel like a curse will come if I say the Scottish play. I'm just not saying it right now out of respect to you guys, because you guys seem to, your faces tell me that you're bothered by it. But I don't fear that. Maybe that's ignorant of me or not, but like, I'm not superstitious that way. I do have rituals sometimes in the theater that I follow, but I don't think I'm superstitious that way. I will knock on wood.
What is
though.
the story about the ghost light? Can you explain that to our listeners?
Yes, the ghost light. It appeases the ghost of the theater and it keeps the light on, so you're not left in the dark to be killed by the ghost.
So basically,
Is it that simple? I think it's supposed to clear out the ghosts when no one's in the theater, so that when you enter, it's unpossessed.
I guess it's also maybe if you get really deep, it's the theater is a living space, and you keep the light on in there.
yeah.
Just like superstition
for
at
those
Walt
of
Disney
you who don't
World.
know what this means, at the end of the night when the theater is empty and the show has closed, a lamp is brought out into the
Right.
middle of the stage, and it is plugged in, and it is on all night.
Right. It's not a table lamp. It's like a tall one.
It's a tall lamp, and no matter what,
You must put it out.
you must put it out. Although,
Other superstitions, when I go through a yellow light, you kiss the dashboard once. Go through, it turns red. You slap the dashboard.
I don't want to let the car.
you kiss the roof.
so
and
what
then
happens
I
if
don't
you
want to
don't
give
do
mixed
that?
You
signals
slap
to the
the
car by
dashboard.
kissing it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
have so many that I just do them naturally.
So here's a question. If you don't know about a superstition, like, excuse me, all the ones that Grady's talking about
You're
that I've never
fucked.
heard of, but I don't know that they exist,
You're getting fucked.
am I fucked, or is it you're fucked if you know about it and you don't take the actions
Both.
against it? I mean, I've got my struggles, but I'm considerably fine. Like I have all my limbs and I have my vision and my hearing and my
Knock on wood. And it's 3. It's 3 knocks.
I know 3's the
You can't
magical
just-
number.
Because that's come in.
No, you can't do 2.
Because that's just enter. Please enter. So here's another thing about the ghost light. Just before we move on from that, some theater practitioners believe that leaving a light on the stage overnight can ward off ghosts or spirits that might inhabit the theater. It is said that the light provides a safe passage for any resident ghosts to move about without causing mischief.
Without bumping into each other.
Right.
I don't know if ghosts.
They
but
bump
do
through
ghosts
each
really
other.
need to see a light? I mean,
No, but I think just the ritual says that they can pass through without staying and causing mischief, which is the thing that you don't want to. Like, for the most part, there's no real ghost stories about theaters where, outside of the Scottish play where people are getting murdered in the theater. Ghosts are usually just causing mischief to performers.
Right.
Moving props,
Yeah.
things falling over and stuff like that. It seems like a lot of ghosts. I don't mean to.
Clear.
I don't
Yeah.
mean to play with fire, but it feels like most theater ghosts are just there for mischief. They're
I don't know.
friendlier.
well, mischief is not always friendly.
They're here.
Remember the Phantom of the Opera?
I do.
Well, he's
I
in.
saw it.
I mean, he's in my mind. I can see him.
The Phantom.
Yeah, he's there inside my mind.
If they sang the word masquerade one more time, I was going to get up and start throwing things.
Did
on
anybody
stage.
see the meme that said, "Well, it's been confirmed, Paris has the best cocaine"?
because of the opening ceremonies?
Because it was just nuts. It's great, but it was nuts.
Yeah.
Superstitions. Yeah, see a penny, pick it up. All day long, have good luck. Kiss to the sky. Always. And if it's not heads up, I kick it to try to get it on a heads up for somebody else to have the good luck.
But you won't pick
I
it
won't
up?
pick up. No, I won't pick up anything that's.
Even if it's, but if it's heads up, you pick it up.
If it's heads up, I'll pick it up.
You know how
See a penny,
dirty
pick it
that
up, all day
penny
long,
is? Sorry.
Yes, and I immediately wash the penny because you know I won't even touch doorknobs.
All right.
I have a napkin in my pocket for doorknobs right now.
Okay, so you pick
Yes,
the
I saw
penny.
that.
You pick up the penny. If it's heads up, you kiss it, and then you point it to the
I
sky.
don't touch it to my mouth,
No, it
but I
feels
see a
like
penny, pick
maybe
it up,
you
all
did.
day long, I have like, mm-mm.
So you don't put it to your mouth. You just
I just
pretend.
kiss the sky like Jimi
Kiss
Hendrix.
the sky. Kiss the sky.
Yes.
I
I don't walk under ladders.
Yeah, that doesn't seem practical to me. I don't know if I do that.
New York
No, I'm
City,
probably not
living in the
superstitious
city.
because of that.
Don't walk under ladders.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm. No.
But you walk under scaffolding because you can't get along. You can't get anywhere if you're not walking under.
Pretty big
scaffolding.
racket, and that's another episode on racketeering.
Yeah, we don't want to touch that.
Have you ever heard of the one
superstitions.
where you're walking, if you're walking side by side with somebody, and then you guys have to split, and something
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
between you?
I don't split.
No, but you
No, I
have
don't
to
split.
say something to foil
I
that,
don't
which
split.
is like birds and beads, sticks and stones.
Don't
Really,
split.
I've
Apples
never
and
heard that.
bananas.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah, my mom and I used to do that, but then I stopped, and then I do it with friends. You know, like something will split us,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
and then I won't say anything, and then I feel
don't
bad.
Split. I don't split.
Never.
No.
You go to the same side,
I
or you
don't-
just walk
well,
into the
absolutely.
That
other
would
side?
make
I
me
don't
feel
believe in
better. Like
absolutes.
if I were with Grady and he didn't split, I would feel comfortable.
I don't believe in absolutes.
You don't believe in absolutes,
No, they don't really exist.
but
Noth-
you're superstitious.
Yes.
But you don't believe in absolutes.
Isn't that a form of an absolution? In a
You're
way?
both being very
absolute?
confronting right
yes.
now.
Yeah, well, yeah, it feels like the theme of the morning.
The word du jour is confronting.
All right, so
I don't believe in absolutes with the human condition.
Okay.
oh, you mean like free will type stuff?
Like somebody's like, "Oh, you're always this." No, no one's always
I
anything.
get that, but like with a superstition, it's like all or nothing. If you have it or you don't.
I
like
don't-
you said, it's got. If I knock twice, you looked at me like
You can knock twice; it's just not going to be as effective. So, say maybe you're going to lose 3 tires. Now you've brought it down to just 1.
Oh, okay.
So if you had the third knock, guess what? You're home free, and it's just the oil light.
That feels like absolution. What about 4 knocks?
Fine, just
No
don't
oil
do,
light?
just don't do 6.
Don't do 6 because you can't do 6 and 3s because that will hire the.
No.
Devil
Yeah.
in
We
the
like
contract.
3. We like. Do we like 5?
3 is the number of the Trinity. The reason that 6 is the
It's the devil's number
is
Devil
it's
number.
the devil's number because it's a mockery of the Trinity.
because it's double
Adding
Trinity.
3 more is the mockery of the Trinity. Yes, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So that's where you get your 6, and then the
Okay.
3 6s. We could go into this all. I'm not
No,
gonna-
I'm
and
interested.
The Star of
I
David
didn't.
and like how that's positioned. I don't want to even get into
What
all
are you
that.
talking about?
The birth of the Antichrist.
Okay, it has something to do with the Star of David.
And I'm hearing listeners hang up right now.
What are you talking about?
He said, Sean, he wants me to kill him. He wants to Damien. He wants me to kill him.
What about 5, 7, and 9?
Oh, yes, numbers. I'm very, very, very superstitious about things with numbers. I need them to add up to certain things.
Can you do the math that quickly in your head? Because I definitely can't.
I'm terrible at math, yet I can do that in my head. But it's a weird system
Yeah.
because I don't have a lot of basic skills.
What? Because
I just don't have a
I
lot
can
of...
do numbers under 10.
So, like, I need things to add up. So if something's like...
to even numbers or
No, I need them to add up to numbers that are significant to me. So a 7 and 2 is great because that's going to give me a 9, infinity.
okay.
A
Okay.
9 is infinity?
Yeah, and
I thought
I
8 was
constantly
infinity.
add up numbers.
I thought 8 on its side was an
I
infinity.
add up numbers on license plates all the time.
Oh, interesting.
It's like if it's like 1, 5, 7, 8, I'll do 1 plus 5 is 6, and 6 plus 7, that's 12, and then 8, that'll give you 20. So
I feel
an
like
even
that's an
number.
OCD
6
more than
plus
it is a
7
superstition.
not
Well,
12.
it's
Oh, well, you can say that into the mic. That's okay.
6 plus 7 is
autism
13.
is what it is. But a fascination with numbers does it is a thing that is actually very real.
Okay. So,
Even though I'm terrible at math.
do you have any numbers, like superstitious numbers and stuff like that?
Again, I'm not that superstitious. I think that it's an interesting fact that numbers signify certain things,
Right.
like 9 women in a coven, the three fates.
I love you so much. You know, they're significant. Off the top of my 9 women in a coven. Three
didn't know
three
that.
Manson
That's good.
girls.
The 3 fates.
The
three
three fates. The 9 agreements.
so for
the
the 9
people you meet on the way to
okay,
heaven.
how about this? Okay, 3 rings for the elven kings,
There you go.
7 for the dwarf lords, 9
You're
for the
so
men.
full of shit.
and
You
one-
believe in superstition.
1 ring to rule
You
them
live
all.
in superstition.
No, I don't though. I like the stories, but I don't necessarily
So
let
there were
it
9
guide
rings
me.
made, right? Were there 9 rings?
9 rings for the men,
Uh-huh.
7 for the dwarf lords, 3 for the elves,
Add all that
and 1
up.
for
So what's
Sauron.
that total number?
Oh, Jesus. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 7 is 11. And then 11 plus 9 is 20? Is that
So
right?
there's 20 rings.
Yeah. And I hate that. I hate that it's an even number.
I
That
love
doesn't-
this.
It
Interesting.
should be 20 plus the 1 ring.
It should be 21
Why
rings.
do I
Yeah.
keep digging and trying to plant a pretty something, but I keep hitting concrete?
But no, I mean you like
That
liking,
bothers you,
liking
though.
numbers and having things like symmetrical or even or odd. That's like a totally different
Well,
thing.
in jewelry, you like odd numbers. Except for like when it comes to earrings. You have 2 earrings, but around the earrings you might have an odd number of diamonds. You know, you got the 3, you
Couple
got
of
the
baguettes,
1.
little hoop. Got
so,
it.
So significant numbers for me, 26, because that's my birthday,
Uh-huh.
right? So that's always been like a
That
lucky
adds up
number.
to 8. That's great.
Like if I'm
2 and 6 add up to 8.
creating a character on NHL or FIFA, I'll give them the number 26.
Ooh,
26
good.
means a lot
Okay.
to me. In sports, 9 is a very popular number in hockey. That's why Gretzky was 99. He wanted to be Gordie Howe twice.
There you go.
that's,
Look at that.
The number 5 is significant to me because it's The Empire Strikes Back, episode 5. I don't know why. It just is.
No judgment there.
Yeah, that's
5. That's interesting. I've
Well,
never heard
Brady's
someone
not judging
like
Matt, but
5.
he's judging me.
Well, I'm not judging you. I'm gently probing around you. That sounds not
Yes, it
good
sounds,
either. I'm coming around you with a with my spiritual Roomba.
So if
And I'm looking for
so you're bumping into the wall and then backing up and going again and bumping. Yeah, you're probing.
Claire's got to go.
So if
Not
I'm
me
like
with her
choose a
heel.
number between 1 and whatever, I have to like think past, like think of a number 1 through 10. I have to think past 5, because originally I'll just go right to 5, and so then I go, okay, choose something.
Hey,
I'll
that's
always
really
pick
interesting.
7.
I go to 7 or 9.
Some people have,
3 is big for me.
some people have the number, the exaggeration number too. So they'll always go to it. So if yours is 7, you may always go, oh, it's like 7 trillion, whatever. Or it's like
yeah.
$7 million or 700 million. You know, they always use the same thing. My ex used to use 8. 8 was always her number for the exaggeration. I don't know if 5 is, because I don't know that I exaggerate numbers that much. But like when you're trying to prove a point or whatever, it's always
7 to me, I think when I was 7, I think some stuff happened when I was 7.
Uh-oh.
And I don't.
We're listening.
I don't know. I know a cat died when I was 7.
Oh wow.
And but I know that because when I was not 7, then maybe I was 8 or 9. I made declarations. Then I said a lot happened to me when I was 7.
Oh.
So that's why 7 is an important year in my life.
Okay.
That's my important age.
Was 14 as well?
No,
21.
I mean.
So it's just
Probably.
7.
No,
It's
it
not
was
that-
just,
it's
it was
not-
just 7. It was. I mean, I like the way that 7 looks in my head. I like the shape of it. It also has colors.
It's really? What's the color of 7?
It's like a gray green.
Do you associate colors and numbers, or do you have that synesthesia?
Yeah.
What's 5? I want to know.
5 is like a magenta gray.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, a little
I was
Gold.
hoping. I was
Like
hoping for
Magneto?
something-
maybe.
I was hoping for a little bit something flashier, but whatever, you know.
No, I
We
mean
take what we get. We
all
take
the
what we
numbers
get.
have different colors.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We can get.
We take
Do
what
you
we
guys
get.
have numbers for
Do you
colors?
just before we move on, 7? Do you put a line through it? I put a line through my
Yes.
7s.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
But in my
Yeah, 'cause
head,
we're
I
not
don't.
savages, people.
I don't have it in my head. I don't have a line through it, but when I
Really?
draw it out, I do. When I write it out, absolutely.
I don't see numbers in my head really.
Really.
Mm-mm.
When I
I
learned
see
it,
them visually, and then I
Oh.
add that up every time I'm here. This box, 12.
Oh, okay.
And then if I'm really crazy, I'll add up the Z and the M, and
12.
So Z being 26 and M being whatever M is.
and that just makes me nuts.
What is M? 12.
It's funny
15?
because I have
I still count on my fingers too. Do you count on your fingers?
sometimes.
Sometimes,
yeah.
yeah.
It's so funny that you don't see them in your head because to me that's so normal.
What about superstition in pop culture? Here, example. When you go to Walt Disney World, you walk into the Magic Kingdom. You look to the left. It's Walt's apartment above the firehouse. And the lights never goes off there. It's always left on for Walt. Superstitious that
electricity.
She's never been to Disney World, so it doesn't.
Listen,
have
it is a waste of electricity, and also,
They can
why
afford it.
can't
They
God
can
just
afford it.
provide light?
because he only works half days.
That's not true.
It feels like it.
Also, does anyone know why
It's in his design, it only works half days.
they have a flag ceremony?
Did I just say that? Ew.
Yes, you did.
Ew.
It's okay.
No, go ahead and revel in that.
Ew.
Enjoy
It's
that.
fine.
No.
It's
Repeat it.
okay. We all have
Rinse
our
and
thoughts
repeat.
about divinities.
The big man, whatever. I'm not gonna get into it.
Do
What-
you know why all the flags do not come down at Disney World? All the American flags technically are supposed to be. They have one flag ceremony. And, the flag goes up and comes down in the opening of the park, and every other flag in Disney, because there's American flags everywhere, they stay up because they're missing one star, so they're not technically correct. So they can keep them up all day, every day.
So it's just 49 states. No, it should be 51. We'll just make DC a state. They'd love that.
Wait, why is it 49 states?
DC's in a state. I can tell you that right now.
But
See what you did there.
something. Wait, what was I going to say? Oh God. Oh yes. Okay, remember.
The ghost is taking all your thoughts.
Okay, so what about this one? I don't know if this is a superstition. What about when you drop the American flag on the ground?
Burn it.
I don't know that's a superstition. I just think that's like the rules of flagging.
Is it everyone's flag or is it just our flag?
I think that's a very
I think
antiquated.
it's ours. Yeah, because you're not supposed to put the flag on.
Shouldn't touch the ground ever.
No, but
Or
you're
it's
also
tainted.
but you're not supposed to like desecrate the flag by putting it on clothing or putting it on things other than the
Too
flag.
late.
And many people who rally around like Flag America are wearing American flag shorts and shirts and stuff
That's
like
fine.
that. So.
But they're not taking a flag and
according
making it.
according to the rules, it's a desecration of the flag.
Really?
Yes, like putting it on the ground. It's significant to putting it on the ground.
The U.S. Defense Department, defense.gov, has an entire section on how to properly dispose of worn-out U.S. flags.
Wow.
So many Americans proudly fly the U.S. flags in their home. What do you do when it's old and ratty? So so you could have a ceremony. Many state and county government offices and veterans of foreign war posts, they have flag disposal boxes. So they'll dispose
It's like
of them.
batteries.
Yeah. Rules on how to properly fly the flag were established in June 1923 when the National Flag Conference met in Washington.
They were putting up statues.
Its
of
members created
General
the
Lee-
flag
General
code.
Robert E. Lee at the same time, weren't they?
Yes, they sure were, Matt. Try my chicken.
I don't think Robert E. Lee sold chicken.
I'm thinking of the Colonel.
Yeah, different. Yeah, this Robert E. Lee was a general.
Well, the flag
Brady.
code then stated the flag represents a living country in and of itself and should be considered a living thing.
I mean,
Living things get to lay in the ground, though.
I do believe in the
Sanctity of flags.
and also like what that represents, and as far as like I would respect that, and I do.
They do talk about the flag burning. According to the VFW, you need to fold the flag in its customary manner. It shows you a video if you don't know how. When you start your fire, make sure it's big enough to fully burn the flag before you put the folded flag on it. Next, salute the flag, say the Pledge of Allegiance, and hold a moment of silence.
Wow.
Then hit Arby's. I think
Oh.
that's weird.
Yeah, because what if there's not an
That's
Arby's
that?
around? Is that to burn a flag in protest or just to get rid of
No,
a flag?
that's how you dispose of a flag with honor.
But,
Like if you
okay,
dropped
so what
it-
if you were burning a flag in protest?
In protest?
Froyo-test? Is that
In froyo-test. So
no, so if you're burning a flag in protest,
you would cover it in sprinkles, probably some.
I feel like that would be eating a flag.
You can't eat the flag.
No, but like, okay, so like Sorkin has this line like, a symbol of freedom can't just be a flag. It has to be also one of its citizens burning that flag in protest. That's freedom. So many people have burnt flags in protest. They don't have anything on the side about that. I guess.
That's just fucking awful.
You don't.
I guess I feel strongly about this.
you do.
So
Now there's three things you feel strongly about.
I forgot the first two.
I remember the first two.
Okay, so I don't know how many years ago this was, but it was like a cold, maybe it was spring, maybe it was winter, some kind of dreary day. I went to the beach
Yeah.
and was walking along the rocks, and there was a shredded American flag
Oh.
in the rocks.
It bothers you.
It was, yeah.
Bothers me too. a
It
little
bothered me because I was like, I mean, to think that somebody would have like done that on purpose, kind of, I didn't want to think that somebody had done that, but I wanted to think that maybe it had fallen off someone's boat and had just washed ashore or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
because the way how tattered it was and how decrepit it was and how, it was almost like it was almost like a symbol.
Yeah.
And,
oh, absolutely.
And I didn't touch it. I just left it.
It wasn't until
But
1989
you felt
that
sad.
Yeah, I felt something.
a Texas case went to the Supreme Court, a 5-4 decision that the burning of an American flag is constitutionally protected free speech under the First Amendment. So in 89, that then became legal.
89.
89.
Back when the court was working.
That was the year I was born.
It's a good year
Yeah, but the Berlin Wall fell.
for movies and stuff. But
Oh.
that's no. Of course, it's a good year because Claire was born. All right, so
So I would have great superstition around burning a flag. I would never do it, but I mean, I would.
no, but like it has to be again. It's protected under the First Amendment in terms of freedom of speech. You can say awful things under the guise of freedom of speech.
Could you set me on fire if I had a flag shirt on, and say, "Well, that's freedom
legally?
of speech"?
No, it's still a crime
You could,
if I assault you.
but it's just the shirt. What if you just wanted the shirt off? You don't want to harm me.
Oh, well, I would.
The
Actually
burns
take
are
the shirt
just
off
like-
so I could burn the. I wouldn't,
Oh,
I wouldn't try to burn it on you.
So that's how you get me undressed.
I always have an ulterior motive, Grady. Always.
Oh, Matt.
So a couple other superstitions. We talked about walking under a ladder. We don't do that. Breaking a mirror. Brings 7 years bad luck.
No. Ooh, no. Do not break a mirror. Mm-mm.
Is there any solution to breaking a mirror? Like if you break it,
Yes.
because it happens, right? I look at a mirror
Solution?
every day and crack
You
it.
mean, is there a foil to breaking a mirror? Like you break
Yes.
it and then you have to
Yeah. Throw
it's
salt
like,
over your
like,
shoulder.
No, like yeah, that's one. Like cut your palm or something and offer it blood to.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, here's something beautiful. Does anyone know what kintsugi is?
What is it?
Kintsugi.
Konsuki? I don't even know how to spell that.
Kintsugi. So the Japanese believe that nothing is really broken, especially if it's an object, right? So often it's a practice that represents the idea that beauty can be found in imperfection. So say you broke a bowl, you would put that bowl back together and then you would repair the cracks with gold leaf. So things like this.
Yeah,
So you
that's
get
like
that
makume.
style. Yeah, a little bit, but they believe nothing is actually broken, and you can fix it, and you should fix it.
Oh, so that's what you can do with a mirror?
I wouldn't do that with a mirror, no. So actually, I didn't answer the question.
And you said that's a Chinese ritual?
Japanese,
Oh, Japanese.
but maybe the Chinese also have
No,
their.
but I wonder if the Japanese are superstitious.
They are.
Superstitious people. Oh, they are.
Very much so.
Nice. So there obviously there is a way. It's just a little bit more complex. What about this one's going to hurt Claire a little
Beauty
bit.
in broken things.
Well, yeah, I mean that's a beautiful.
But it's finding the
metaphor.
beauty in broken things, that nothing is ever really broken,
Right.
And it can be made beautiful again. Even in fact, even more beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, just like us with our scars and our.
Yeah, we're definitely prettier with our flaws.
I
and
think
stuff
so.
Like that.
I truly believe that.
I agree.
Claire's rolling her eyes.
I'm not.
Matt, you wanted to hit Claire with something.
I did.
You look Kermit.
Seeing a black cat.
Ooh, yes. Oh,
Aw.
God, across the street.
No.
Oh, that makes me just crazy.
Nope. Broom fell. Company's coming. Definitely.
Say that
Because
again?
when a broom falls.
Oh, I never heard that one.
Clearly, you've never watched Practical Magic. So the
They're
other
making
day,
a sequel.
Not for the plot.
They're
I know.
making a sequel.
So
look at you.
a couple
89.
a couple of weeks. No, it was last week actually. I woke up. I went outside, and there was a tiny broom that my mom has on the porch. It looks like a witch's broom, and she uses it to like sweep
And
away
did it
some
fall
of the
right in front of you?
some of the stuff on the porch, and it had fallen. And the cat that lives on the porch outside went to come to the door to greet me, saw the broom, and skittered out of the way. That I thought was interesting.
I like the word skittered.
Well,
Skittered
the
and
reason
withered.
I don't mind the broom falling thing
Yeah.
when it says like broom fell, company's coming, to me that means like, because I'm not very scared of ghosts. Like I'm
You're
what-
welcome. You're welcoming.
I'm welcoming to them.
Yes.
I'm a very
Oh,
accepting.
no. Be careful.
No, I know.
You don't need to be afraid, but be careful. You don't know what you're welcoming in.
I don't really like welcome them. Like I won't do a seance. I won't do a Ouija
Oh
board.
my
I won't,
God.
I won't do any of that.
No.
But if they're there,
No.
I'll say, okay, I see you. I know you're here type thing. Like
Are
I'll,
you going to have tea with them, or are you just going to like pass through? I'll ignore you. You ignore me. That type of thing.
Do you ask them to leave?
No.
Why?
No one's ever bothered me.
You invite them to stay?
Well, I don't invite them to stay. I just want to acknowledge that they're, like I accept that you're here, but like I also don't want them to fuck with me. So there's a little bit of I have a little bit of like an encasement around my belief system. That's like, I'll believe
A magic shell.
like I'll believe that you're here, but
Claire's
like
got practical magic.
like
breaking
don't
it
fuck
back.
with me or I'm gonna we're gonna have a problem.
There's no need to threaten
Ooh.
the ghost. Yeah.
Doesn't seem like anything you can do is right.
According to Grady.
Yes.
No,
Don't invite him in. Don't.
I
fuck
think
with
it's all a
him.
belief system. Why can't I have my own belief system?
Well, you can have your own belief system, and let's go back to the 30 meter. I mean, what what are you doing to me?
She's getting serious with her mic, which is fine. It just Matt changed the levels again.
I
You
wonder
guys
how
go
many superstitions-
in and out of your microphones.
how
That's
many-
fine. It just drive me
back.
fucking crazy.
I wonder how many athletes have a lot of superstitions.
I think
I
there's
bet
probably
they
a lot.
have
I
so
wonder
many.
how many superstitions are going on in Paris right now.
Oh, so many. I mean,
is there a department of superstitions up in heaven, and are they dealing with all of these requests and stuff
Well,
like
that's
that?
a great concept for.
Well,
love
you can
that.
mouth the word play, but
Should
I
it be a
think the
play
audience
or-
got it. I think the audience got
That's a
it.
great,
It's a great concept.
No one knew what I was saying,
Right.
right?
A department of superstitions.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Every 4 years. Now it's every 2 years. They get very,
that
very
from
busy.
um
There's stranger calls or something.
yeah with
what is that?
oh, that's go check on the children. Go check on the children. The call is coming from inside the house is Black Christmas originally. And then it's more famously known for what's her name? She's the fairy in Scrooged and
Carol Kane?
Carol Kane, yeah. She plays the babysitter.
That was a long time ago.
That's late 70s.
All right, we talked about knocking on wood for good luck, right?
Yeah.
Grady said you got to do it 3 times. You can't do it 6 times. What about opening an umbrella indoors? Is
No,
that bad
Don't
luck?
care.
absolutely not. Nope.
Don't
Wouldn't
care.
do it during your residency. Told people don't do it. Would not do it.
But we had to do it. No, she walked in without it open. You can't do it in a play.
I don't know. I wouldn't have done it.
Wait. Can you walk inside with an open umbrella?
No.
You
You have to close it, get wet, and then go inside.
I'm not opening
Why?
an umbrella inside. I wouldn't have done it either. I wouldn't.
Why?
You would not. No, I wouldn't have done it.
What does it do?
I don't know. I'm not going to try to figure it out.
You're superstitious.
I don't. Yeah, that one doesn't bother me as much.
I'm sure it does, and then all of a
Brings bad
sudden,
luck. What about Friday the 13th? Is
There
that,
have been
is that
so
bad
many
luck?
of them.
Not the movie.
No, there have been so many Friday the 13th
Yes.
in our lifetime, and I don't want to say everything's been fine but
Okay, 3. What about the number 13? Is the number 13 unlucky?
No, I think it's a lucky number actually.
not in jewelry.
Okay.
I like the number
I don't
13.
mind.
Discuss? No. All right,
I
we're
think
moving
13's actually a nice, like, important number in like your age. You know,
Number
like
2.
on. Yes. It's your first teen year.
Ugh, wouldn't get back to that.
This one is big with my mom. Spilling salt.
Yeah,
Mm.
always over my shoulder, even
Mhm.
with
Well,
French fries.
It's like
I
when
mean,
you spill salt. That's when you have to throw it
that
over
made
your
me freak
shoulder.
out. Yeah, but I always,
You know?
even eating French fries, always. over
Oh,
the
so
shoulder.
it's for you. It's
Any
anytime
salt
you
on
use
my
your
hand?
salt.
Yeah, no, always goes over the shoulder.
I always thought it was like you spill the salt. That's when you throw it over your
Right hand,
right.
left shoulder.
Can you imagine if it was something else, like spilled coffee beans or something? Like,
And you're just chucking beans over your shoulder?
Like
The
salt
people
is an
behind you are
easy
like, "Hey,
salt is an easy thing to throw over your shoulder because it's
I've got some bad news.
No one's
Dad's
gonna-
lost his vision. Why?
I'm very
2
superstitious.
coffee beans. You didn't, Sandra. Well, I just my eyes.
no one
I
would
think
lose
you
their
would lose
vision
your
from
eyes
coffee
more from
beans.
salt, though.
No, because
salt
salt
in
is
your eyes?
basically going to disappear. Like you throw it over, it's going to land on the ground,
Okay,
and
let
no
me
one's
just
going
say-
to
I'm
be
at a
none the wiser.
restaurant,
That my-
literally doing this.
My friend Dave and I,
Okay, Grady
high
is
school-
sprinkling it over his shoulder. He's not throwing it, so there's a difference.
back in the day when I was in high
You
school,
want to roll the granules off your hand.
my friend Dave and I, he got himself a salt pretzel, and he thought it'd be fun if he flicked the salt off his pretzel.
That's not the
towards
same.
me.
Did it go in your
He
eye?
flicked it, went right in my eye.
Oh my god!
Right in my eye.
Did you do like? Why?
Yes, it was like I was shot in the eye.
Wow,
it
that's
took a
terrible.
long time to dissolve. I couldn't get it out. It made me cry. Felt like for days.
Have you ever snorted salt?
No, I have never snorted
have.
salt.
Well, not by
Well,
accident.
you thought it was.
No, I was.
That's
it's
another story for another
stupid,
time,
but,
Claire.
You know, it was like you did the.
You were pretending.
No, I was at a bar, and this is back in the days where I was drinking, and I was with a friend, and there was some guy there who basically told us about this thing called the rugby shot. Right? It's basically a tequila shot, but you do it out of order. You instead of licking the salt off your hand, taking the shot of tequila, and then eating a lime, what you do is you squeeze the lime in your eye, snort the salt, and then take the shot of tequila so that you don't taste it.
Right.
So my friend was challenged to do this. He was like, "That's stupid. I'm not doing it." And I was like, "I'm cool. I'll do
You
this."
could go blind from doing that.
So I did it, and then after I did
Yep.
it, I said to the guy, "Why did I do that?" He was like, "Well, masks the taste of the tequila." I'm like, "I like
I like
tequila.
Yeah.
Give me the tequila. Don't make me snort salt." Anyway,
Snort salt and squirt lemon in your eye? No.
lime.
Oh well, that's much tamer.
Not really.
What is the one? What's the? Is it the hurricane slap or something like that, where you're supposed to take the shot and the bartender slaps you across the face? I forget what is that called. It's called a. I don't know. I watched the videos and
Floribama Shore.
it's hilarious to watch. It's like the tortilla challenge where you do rocks, paper, scissors and slap each other in the face with big tortillas.
Why is
Never
that
heard
so?
of that.
It's so satisfying to me.
Can we do that? No, because I think you'll pop me hard.
What are you talking about?
You would pop me hard with the tortilla.
I would pop Claire hard too with the tortilla.
Oh, what is
it's
this?
Not,
Why does
it's
she
not
have
even
to be involved in this?
Yeah.
This
What?
is between you and me.
What is
No,
popping
this is fun.
someone hard
Your
with a
beard would
tortilla
shred
mean?
it.
No, this is fun, people.
What kind of flour?
Are you throwing a tortilla at my face?
Can
no,
we
I'm
do-
slapping you in the face with
Let's
tortilla.
do. I want to do the tortilla challenge. It'll make me laugh.
I don't
Can
like
we
when
do it,
things touch
please?
my face that are like
Oh, I don't either at all.
don't
But
touch my face.
I would
with
allow it
anything,
for just this.
especially tortilla.
I don't allow it either, but I allow it for this.
Claire, you're no fun anymore. No fun. No, you're supposed to put water in your mouth, and then you do rocks, paper, scissors, and then you slap each other across the face with the tortilla, and
whoever
whoever spits the water out. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So you just keep the water in your mouth?
And you spit it on the other person.
Yeah, unless you're laughing so hard because somebody got slapped in the face with a tortilla.
It starts to get
That's
very
so
funny.
stupid.
Yes.
You think it's funny, but I
yes,
guess
it's stupid.
The
That's
tortillas
stupid.
aren't hard enough.
Let's start
to-
it here.
No,
we,
that's the
we
point.
use this
that
book.
it doesn't really hurt. It's like, no, that's not a tortilla.
Yeah, that's.
This is the script challenge.
I think the script challenge is going to hurt you more than it hurts me. Yeah.
Ow.
What about crossing your fingers for luck?
Yeah, I guess I do that.
I don't do that anymore.
I do that.
Do you do it for luck, or do you do it when you're lying and being deceptive? I know people do that.
If I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna lie. Like
whether my fingers are crossed.
I'm
or not.
just like I'm gonna lie to your face.
You
I
don't
don't
need to
fucking
cross
care.
anything.
I don't care about the finger. Like I've just accepted the fact that I've sinned and I'm lying.
Grady's butt just lied. It told us a false truth.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Am I shaming you? If
No,
I
Matt,
have to
you're
hear
not
it,
at all. If you have to ask, you know the answer. You got a book over there. Why don't you help me?
why don't you slap me in the face with it? A shooting star and making a wish. Is that
Love
a
that.
superstition?
Yes,
No.
I do it every night. I
You
wish
see
On a
shooting
shooting
star?
stars every
I
night?
wish on a star every night if I can see one.
you just
You
said
know I
every
do.
night.
I know. I'm
I
just
would wish
selling
upon a
it.
I
star.
love that you're being.
100%.
You're, oh, do you really? I'm like, you've seen me millions. Is it that? Oh,
Okay, so
oh my God! I'm so
You thought I was reacting to what you were saying, but no, it was the fart. Oh, fucking punch me
no.
right in the
I
face
didn't-
like a
I can't smell
tortilla.
I can't smell anything, Grady.
No. Oh, Grady, it's not the worst thing I've ever smelled, but like it did make my eyes water a
It's
little.
so cute that he's apologetic. I'm not apologetic for my farts at all.
And then he ran. Well, because I have a fan coming, basically
Oh.
your way, so it pushes all the farties away.
Grady, come back.
No, I think it's great that you wish upon a star.
It was one of those tufts. It's so insignificant. And
It didn't smell
I thought Matt was
insignificant.
having a reaction, looking at me like this. And then when I saw the shirt go up, I went, "No, it can't be. It can't. It mustn't." Was it like hot garbage?
No, it just smelled like a fart.
Wet
it was
cardboard?
it was a fart. Yeah, it was wet cardboardy. I'm thinking that
so
maybe you
sorry.
had some sort of pasta dish last night.
Maybe it's what he had for
did.
breakfast today.
It was a guess. What am I going to choose?
I had
It could have been
ramen.
steak. It could have
I
been.
had ramen with extra egg.
Oh,
well,
yeah, that would be it.
That'll
Yeah.
do it.
That's
That'll do
okay.
it
It was
every
just
time.
a tuft, though.
Hey, look, it's like the third or fourth
This
one
was- I
today.
wanted
It's the only one that stank.
The
so good for
progression
you.
of
These poor listeners.
look at this laugh. Look at this
they could
laugh.
probably
Isn't this
see
great?
it.
Oh, God.
All right, and just to wrap
Farts
up
are
here today,
Very
So wait, you don't
superstitious.
see shooting stars. You just wish upon a star because of your Disney fascination.
Well,
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are.
it doesn't
that's
say
not- that's
when
not
you
the
wish
lyrics?
upon a shooting
it
star.
is.
It
I
just
don't know
says
why
when
we're
you wish
doing too
upon a
many
star.
cricket. This has nothing
Well,
to
you
do
said
with
you
it.
wish upon a star,
I do.
Shooting star.
I
and I
always-
said shooting star.
If I
so.
see a shooting star, that's great.
Yeah, I think that's great.
That's the only one where I think my wishes will come true. Wait a second. Did you say you wish on shooting stars?
I think I might have once.
And what happened? You got an Ahsoka
Nothing
shirt.
fucking happened because wishes don't come true.
How do you even?
yeah. How do you survive?
How do
in
I
life?
live?
how-
I'm miserable.
You're
I'm very unhappy.
Maybe if
So
you.
this is why I don't wish for anything
But how do you?
anymore.
Well, maybe
Because
a few more
I'm
wishes.
miserable. I'm miserable.
Maybe a few more wishes in your life will balance things out a little
I'm
bit.
a sad sack.
Oh, jeez.
So
That was
What
But-
makes you
funny
happy?
to me.
Nothing.
yeah, nothing.
What brings you joy? The end of this conversation.
All right. So, wow. Is there any superstitions? I think now that we've covered a lot of the major ones, is there any like superstitions that you?
Think are bullshit.
No, I mean because
All of them. Sorry, I'm sorry.
How
I
do
don't,
you're plugged into
sorry.
like a Lord of the Rings life alert machine that keeps you going, and you're like, magic and wishes don't exist. 20 rings. All magical. One of them's invisible.
No, I
don't
do.
know. I
I
don't
do-
believe in any of it though.
I do have theater superstitions because theater, like performing, like maybe I'll have a ritual before I do something. Like there was one show I did where I always kept a hair tie in my character shoe or something that would ground me back to earth, like
What was your ritual for Mamma Mia? Would you have each husband, each man
Swedish
take a,
meatballs. No, she was the daughter. She wasn't the.
I know, but you'd
I
have
don't
each
know.
one of the fathers take a
Oh,
paternity
the
test.
two girls that I
I'd like to
opened the
make that a
show
Maury
with.
Povich show. You are not the father.
The two girls I opened the show with, before every show we would be in this little staircase, because that's where we would like enter the theater from, and we had a tradition like every show we held hands, and one of the girls did like a prayer, but it was funny, and before every single show.
Is that always your ritual for theater?
No, it was just what we did for
Do you
that
have
show.
an always? I mean,
No, I don't have this. I don't have the same ritual for every show.
I do.
As I've
Well,
gotten
I try to,
older,
but
and as I've gotten more careless, and as some,
More
sometimes
miserable.
I'm like miserable, and I'm like, shit, whatever shit's gonna happen is gonna happen. That's when I stopped having traditions.
I like to be in
because
places at 45 minutes before alone, and I pray.
I do like that. I will.
If I can have that luxury, which
Yeah.
that's a luxury, at least 30 minutes before places, then I'm just by myself. Stage manager never has to look for me.
I used to have rituals where I'd like to before I got into costume, I'd like to walk.
You walk
The stage.
Yeah,
Um,
that's never been a big
but
one
it's not
for
like
me.
I don't think it's a superstition as much as I just
It
had
just
a ritual.
gets you into this.
I don't really do it that much anymore. Because I like the camaraderie of being in the dressing room and just being loose.
I don't.
If I don't make I guess this is, it's not superstition either, but a ritual. If I don't start the play, like if I'm not in like the first scene or something like that,
Right.
I won't put my costume on until the play starts.
I get
You
that.
know?
No, I get
Really?
that. No,
Oh,
no,
that
I
would
get
make me
that.
so nervous.
If it was,
Me too.
if it's like a
but
short
I
scene
get
and then I
that.
have to go on, I wouldn't do it. But like if I'm, like if it's really broken down into like there's 3 scenes in the
anything
first
can
act and
happen.
stuff like that.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Your buttons could fall off.
Sounds like you're pretty superstitious. that
Oh
anything
no, I'm
can
just being practical.
I'm not the person who like puts a costume on and transforms.
Miserable.
I usually just hate my costume because it never fits right.
Yeah, that I mean, it
so-
depends. Like you've had some. I mean, I would say my costume for Joyful Noise was quite the costume.
It really was. It was pretty incredible.
It was a lot of
I
layers.
loved it. I loved
But-
It felt very hot.
it. It gave you so much to work with.
I know when I
too.
had
Yeah.
to lift you in the air, it was like, oh
Yeah,
my
it
god,
was a lot.
It was
And
like
also-
40 extra pounds.
And also,
It gave you a lot to work with, though.
but also us female people have these costumes that are very intricate.
I like
Sometimes
busted that whole show. So
7,000 buttons.
I like busted that whole
Yeah.
show.
No, I need time before a show. If I can't get, forget it. If I can't get there 2 hours before opening, I'm not
an
okay.
issue. I have an issue. Yeah, you know me. I'm like I'm waiting at the door to open, or the theater
Yeah.
door to open. Because I also like to set up everything.
We've had intruders. It's okay. You guys can come in. They went to Cafe Dolce where Claire's going on her date. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say that. I'll cut that.
What is he got? Something behind him.
The kids just entered.
Hi.
Special guests.
How was your
Oh my
waffles?
gosh, I've never seen them. Wow.
Excellent.
Sneak on by. I was never here.
This is the most interaction I've ever had with them.
I know, right? He's tall though. He's getting tall. Very tall, right? No.
Is he taller than he was last time?
Did you
Oh, yeah.
did you see the handwork?
Oh yeah. He's a performer.
See, I'm into the hand.
He's a
You know,
performer.
I'm into the handwork.
Yeah.
That was really good handwork.
It's specific.
He
He makes character choices.
loves me. Oh my god.
Grady, we're still rolling.
It doesn't matter.
It's his face. Look at his face.
Grady, it's made Grady's
such
day.
shoulder
They're just such
movements.
sweet kids.
Yeah.
You're good kids.
Fucking get a job, kids, right?
Oh my God, Matt.
Make it this
you
goddamn
don't
podcast
understand.
That's a
for you.
superstition.
You have good children. That's rare.
No, I know. I know how good my kids are. They're kind too. They're sweet. They're teenagers, and
And they're boys, and
Yeah.
they're good boys.
yes,
They're in touch with their
They're not
feelings.
feral.
No.
You know, which many boys at their age are feral. But also, like when they act up, it's very shocking because they're usually so well behaved.
Then
You know, whereas
something's
some
going
people,
on.
when their kids act up, they're just like, oh, it's another day. No, my kids are kind, which means they'll get eaten alive in the real world.
It's okay.
Yes.
But you know what? I truly believe that you get what you give. And that you reap what you sow.
Oh, Jesus.
And that if you,
Grady has something to say to the door.
and then if you, you're true to yourself in the world, you will, and your life, there will be fucking hardship. There will be hardship and it will change you, but hopefully it will not change you for the worse.
Yeah.
Can't
Listen to
say
that
the
kid.
same about myself.
No.
But
You sound pretty miserable.
I just sometimes like shit's happened and
Yeah.
I feel like I wish it never happened. I'm like, I'm not better for this.
I hear
Well,
you loud and clear. Loud and clear. Why? Why did I step in shit?
No, but what I appreciate about what you're saying, Claire, is you're not pretending that everything is great. You're acknowledging the hardship in it. And I know often when I find myself in some sort of deep melancholy or yuck or whatever you want to call it,
Mother Mary comes
I
to
feel
you.
like there's a lot of forces on the other side that's like, yeah, but like you don't have cancer or trying
Yeah,
to and
no.
I just I don't think
I hate
that real
shit.
yeah I just think that's a total miss.
It's called
You know-
toxic
So I-
positivity.
Yeah, and so I
Yeah.
feel very
No, I
when
don't
you
ha-
talk about it, I feel very seen. I say a lot, but I feel very
well, it's
honored in it or something.
Well, I find too, like when, like this, like I don't have a terminal illness, but this week my
Wait.
mind destroyed me.
Yeah,
And-
just mental illness. That's what you have.
I do have mental illness. I have a terminal mental illness. But
It's gonna take another 50 years to kill you, but
I'm
yeah.
planning on living longer than that.
good.
Oh, wait,
'Cause
no,
you're
no.
gonna have to sing at my funeral.
Oh wait, no,
'Cause
30.
Grady's gonna kill me with his asshole
I'm
today.
turning 35 next week, so in 50 years I'll be 85. Oh, okay, so I won't be 100 yet. Poor Grady.
What? I can't say that. I'm not allowed to say that.
No, it sounds just
Superstitious.
With your hiney?
It does sound
My-
very violent.
my hiney hole.
Your hiney? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's the fumes.
That's when Matt laughed on the set that day when he couldn't get a line. He said, "Oh, and they wrote the naughty book about you."
What's that my German accent is?
No,
Oh, we're
It's-
losing it at this
no,
point.
it's not. It's not. Because
They wrote a naughty book about you?
because you knew that you
Yes.
you gave it a little stank.
Well, no. What happens is my brain doesn't work like it used to, and I know the word is something.
So I
And
said, "Oh, I know you. They wrote another book about you," and I had to turn around and go.
What was this from? Where
This
was
is
I in
joyful
this show?
noise.
Joyful
Yes,
Noise.
you were on stage
Oh.
at the time.
And he says to Susanna, "Yes, I know you. Somebody wrote a dirty book about it." But he said, "Somebody wrote a naughty book about you." Was it during of her show?
No,
There was-
no. I think it was rehearsal. But I'll do that with Shakespeare. I'm like, I know kind of what the word is, like, so I can replace it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the word is, and so sometimes dirty.
Maybe
turns
I
to
would love a
naughty.
Shakespeare then because I'm the ultimate paraphraser.
Yeah, but it's perfect.
Great.
People are like, you can't paraphrase Shakespeare. I'm like, yeah.
Sure you can.
I was doing a percentage. Anyways, thank you for listening to the Last Will podcast. Hopefully,
on wood.
Grady's going to take us out the right way. And
Well,
not
he's been
through
doing
the
it all
back
day.
door.
He's been doing it all day. It's fine. I farted a lot.
Clearly,
today. You
I'm
guys are
miserable.
seven.
I'm miserable too.
Don't try to be more miserable
Hey,
than me.
you know what? Because Claire farts so silently all the time, maybe it was her stank that I smelt and not yours. It just was strategically placed. She saw you make the face and lift the cheek, and so she slipped one of her farters in there.
Do hemorrhoids smell?
I've never smelled
the
one.
rotting ones do. Ew.
Jesus.
Gross.
This is awful.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye, people. Thank you for listening to our episode on superstitions. I don't know if we really talked about superstitions, but I think what you get every week is you get a topic seen through the eyes of three theater kids. And sometimes theater kids tend to go with their, own POVs. And so we often derail, and that's okay too. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun having that discussion. And there was a special appearance, if you hear deep in the background, the kids. The kids were there, the boys. This whole thing is for you guys, so you could hear yourselves if you listened hard. Maybe someday you'll get closer to the mics. We'll see. Anyways, thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, rate, review, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend's friend. Tell that friend to tell a friend. Or an acquaintance. You know, if you didn't like it, just tell an acquaintance as as a punishment. Yeah, if you don't like somebody, tell them to listen. If you don't like the podcast, tell someone you don't like to listen as a punishment. There you go. Anyways, till next time, onward, forward.